Welcome back, Boss Babes. Today, we're bringing you the incredible story of Marta Rautenschild, a woman who's faced life's toughest challenges and emerged stronger every time. From living independently at 15 to surviving cancer twice and enduring heartbreaking personal loss, Marta has turned her struggles into strengths, becoming a fierce leader in business and an advocate for resilience and mental health. Baltic Boss Babes, Unfiltered Edition, Season 2, Episode 4.
Hi everyone, I am so happy to see everybody and to welcome you to another fabulous episode of Baltic Boss Babes. And today with me is one and only Marta Rautenschild, who is an expert in business networking and investment consulting with extensive experience in leading private investor associations. She serves as an executive vice president of JCI Latvia, where she is responsible for advertising the organization's advancing the organization's goals. Additionally, she is a partner at Enter Ventures, where she focuses on startup development and investment strategies. Marta frequently shares her insights on leadership, team building, and strategic network at various events and workshops in Latvia. Hi, Marta. I am so happy to see you today.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
Usually we start our podcast with a short introduction of, what are the events and happenings and people that actually got you to where you are, like who are the people, events, and everything that created you. So yeah, let's just dive right in and please tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey up to today.
I need to say that we learn from bad experiences much more than from happy moments. So I will say that those moments really inspire me to be where I am now. I started to live alone when I was 15 years old age. I started to work then and take care of financially about myself. So it's made very good decisions in my life what I want to do. The second thing was definitely JCI, because I'm in JCI from 2010. That was a huge help.
That's an impressive amount of time. That's 14 years now.
Yeah, it is. This organization, it's for the life. You maybe being, member for some couple years and so on, then you are like a sleeping member and then you come back again. Different, but that organization really teach you about leadership, really teach you about international relationship building and different kind of project building, what is like crucial for me in that time when I was 19 and my first business was open and I was full with the hopes and I was like almost start a founder, and then happened like a chain of bad things and it was bankruptcy. And then I thought, oh my God, what I'm going to do with my life, what I want to do. And somehow my life led me to another very tough accident and learnings, what was in my life. I'm 34 right now. I had 2 times cancer and my son died. So, and I always thinking that God knows better. God knows better what you need to do and you just let it be. And I think the most recognizable person what's changed in my life was actually Juris Birznieks. In that time, Juris was Latvian Business Angel Network chairman. Pretty long time. They're looking for new director, and some of our common friends said that I need to go for it. Yeah, and you have such leadership skills. And I remember that standing with bare feet, walking through the forest, because I moved to live in forest and with the flowers, and they telling me those fairy tales about investors and so on. And I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. I will go for a job interview, and it was amazing. And I am super grateful that me and Juris was good connection, and he teach me a lot what actually what with this investor, that's one of the things. The second thing, he showed basically what is happening in Latvia from the other perspective, and it was crucial for me still what I'm doing. And everyone what's ever met Juris Birznieks, they get good advice. Good advice. He's not anymore in Latvian Business Angel Network so active, but he have really good inspiration and what he can give to the others, the youngsters, let's say, in the industry.
Yeah, you could say that you are pretty lucky to have met a person like this, like in your life.
I have two persons. One is Juris Birznieks, and when I understand that no, I need more experienced investor exactly in investment in the startup ecosystem, I took advantage that I was Latvian Business Angel Director, and I call Reima Lina Virte. Lina Virte in that time was Business Angel Director of Finban. And yeah, so he was chairman there, and I offered him come to Latvia for Latvian Investment Agency's event in Ovus. And he really, 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 really liked it here, because he said that it's so amazing that such a treasure, this country is here, but so many investors don't know that.
Yeah.
And then we started to communicate regularly. He started teaching me about this value chain, what is good investor, definition of that, how to get know that. He really likes numbers, so he teaching me, about valuation, and actually he leaded me that about the best mentor and advisor for my career, I think, in startup ecosystem, because still 14 years I was working with the Finland, and huge fan of Finland business ethics and business communication, what they have in, let's say, business intelligence. But Reima opened me again these doors. And because of JC organization, it was much easy, because it's a very recognizable organization in Finland, not like in Latvia. So those two people, Juris Birznieks and Reima, after that, those guys, they helped me a lot, but Reima really helped me to understand what is this ecosystem is worth and what can do here.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I mean, if you can think about some decisions that you have made over the time, and see how people influence you in some way or another, like what would you say were the most unconventional decisions that you made, either because of the advice or mentorship that you had received back then, or just because you thought of something as a result of some action? So what were, I don't know, one or two really unconventional decisions that you made, or even surprised yourself at some point?
Reima definitely helped me not getting crazy, that I looking for a new job, and after the lockdown, and I was thinking maybe go to some corporate and so on. And he said to me that girl, you will, if you go for a corporate, then you will sit there and see how your soul open up and going out from the room. So you will lost your soul. And it was good sales point. I said no to corporations and still do that. Yeah, because for corporations working, it's good experience, and for youngsters definitely I will suggest to do that. But you have so small borderline space where to act and what to do, and yes, smells like burnout for me. Yeah, definitely that. And another one very good friend of mine, I will not say the name, once told me that there is not such a thing the right moment. It is, you started doing that or not, but not complain. After the year, you will not be smarter. You may think that, but you will not be smarter. After some time, let's give a time, and then we will see how it so goes. It never works if you're not involved 100%. So just do it. And that's actually this advice I get when I was 17. And all my life I'm doing that. I give time where it should be, but I not believe sitting and talking a lot. But you need to act in a way.
True. It's like I can't really remember who said that. Pardon the inventor of this magical phrase. Like the only gap between a dream and reality is action, right? So
Yes,
basically
true.
that's what the thing is, what you said, right? So like if you're wondering about something, like it's so cliche, and even like down to very core, like oh, it's so cliche. But yeah, if you are not gonna do something like this, you will regret the fact that you didn't do it rather than the fact that you did do it, right?
Yeah,
So
true.
that's what's gonna make you smarter after all, right?
Henry Ford told in some interview that whatever you think that you can or can't, you are right.
Yeah.
And that's true. Your mindset should be that curiosity, like what's gonna be. Even that you are huge depression and you wanna die, maybe give a time, to see maybe some action will happen.
That's a very interesting point of view.
Maybe something will happen. We'll see. Just it's curiosity, how bad can be.
Yeah, though maybe you want to see how bad it could get. And then you get there and then it's like, okay, so, I have hit the rock bottom. And,
done.
like...
And then it's only up.
Exactly, like, it's like in this silly cartoon, this, I think it's called... No, it was... I forgot now. Where the animals were singing. Not Zoolandia, but something like this.
Madagascar.
No. It was about the koala bear.
Okay. Yeah, I get Sing or
Oh, yeah,
something.
Sing, right. That was the one. And, like he said, this koala bear who was the kind of main character, he said, you know what I love about the rock bottom? Because the only way is up, and the curtain raises and everything happens, right? So, yeah, that is kind of inspirational thought, apart from the fact that you actually feel so awful when you're at the rock bottom. That's definitely not a fun place to be. But, like everyone who has been there and then, crawled out of there, like even one step knows how satisfactory that is, that, like you stepped one step and it's like, I can do this. And then you do another one and another one. And then boom, you're at the, top bottom, at some point.
And not need to be, very too much happy about that. We are Latvians. We never really too much happy about, because the systems and those bottoms are different, and we always get there, and sometimes it happens again, but it becomes more easy and easy. And what I suggest is definitely trying, like, get the retrospective, what's helped in that time, what doesn't matter, but what was actually what's get it out to you from that situation. For me, it's definitely been, yes, in some point medicine too, but it was time to heal and people around you, and trust people. And my suggestion is never work with the people what's never been in that bottom.
Also,
yes, because when will shit hit the fan, and it's always will do in relationship, private life, in the business life. It's very good if the person knows what's help him, get out, or how you can help, or maybe like my friends, they know that I am very bad of calling them, and it's important to communicate with your friends. So 2 of them are in my calendar, and the others, they let me know if something special coming, or what that I don't miss, the birthdays, and I do the same for them. Remind that hey, maybe after a week I have a birthday, because my birthday is not in the Facebook and LinkedIn and so on, and I know that they will feel bad if they're not. So to sharing that I always forgot to call you. I really want to know, but I don't want that it is short conversation, but it takes, and my friends accept that. So, and I accept each of people what's telling me what's helping them to reach them goals, because I am mentor and consultant and so on, but they do the job. I just introduce with the people. I help to get, to the point, but all the gratitudes what I ever get, that I helped someone, I think it's too much to say. I was just
that's just false now. There's modesty
but
there.
yeah, but I was just there. Yes, I was there, and that's appreciation, and that's amazing thing. They handle themselves.
True, but what I want to say about this is that I had this thing where I was starting my business from scratch after I left Terra Waste, and I had to write this business plan and the strategy and everything, and it was really overwhelming because I was still burned out. And my sister had come back from the Netherlands because she's living abroad. And basically what we did one day was she sat next to me and said, yeah, come on, let's do it just today. I was like, yeah, okay, I can give it a go. And I started to write these things down, and just the pure presence of her next to me. And she said exactly the same thing. I was just sitting there, you did the thing. But for me, the fact that her presence was next to me, energy, spirit, whatever, call it whichever way you want, right? The fact that she was there supporting me, even if she, was playing Tetris on her phone or whatever, she was actually supporting me in that way, and that actually helped me to pull myself together. So that's why I say that that's false modesty about the fact that you said that people are actually doing things themselves. Of course, they are going to have to do it, right? You're not going to pick up the computer and write things for them, but the fact that you are giving advice and share your time with them, that's already inspiration and help enough, I think.
Mostly when I've been called to sit down next to someone or just talk, and I do the same. I too welcome people when I'm struggle with something just to move faster. It's a bad environment too. Yeah. When we are in a bad environment, we can be the most inspiring person in the world and want to really focus on the goal. And one sentence, can down everything what you do. And this is what I see in many cases when the startup founders or company owners come to me, we realize that they are in a bad environment. They are just in a bad environment.
Yeah.
And you cannot say, you cannot go home. There is a bad environment. You try to show that with the other people, it can be different. And then they start to communicate at home why it's happening like that and changing.
I mean, this awareness of things around you, I'm pretty sure that 90% of people, they go home and they don't even realize why they feel so bad, even kids, coming back home from school, if, something is, bad happening with parents or something, and they can't force themselves to focus for homework and everything, and they start acting out and all kinds of things, it's the same everywhere. Even the ones that were unfortunate to stay at home during COVID, they have kids climbing on top of the head and everything is just crashing and they basically can't even do the work.
Yes.
Right? So that was the thing, when you go to even a public library where you are surrounded by this working environment, it's a different kind of focus. And you kind of automatically become focused yourself as well. So yeah, I absolutely agree about the fact that environment is everything. Probably there is 1-2% of people who don't really care and they can do it.
Exceptions are everywhere.
Right. But,
there are very few.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not gonna, sorry guys, you are amazing. We know you, but we're focusing on the majority here who actually do need some specific in my environment around, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So yeah, cool. Now that we have gotten to know you a little bit better, the story that you are sharing, I hope I'm not gonna touch any painful string here. You know, like having cancer twice and losing your child, like that must have been really tough. Like, maybe you could share some, like you mentioned about going into the forest, but like, what were some other things that help you to get out of this, like really rock bottom? Because I mean, I can imagine being sick once, that's already like punishment, a lot. Okay, you know, in whichever way you are like perceiving it, but you know, like it sounds like 3 times. That must have been really tough. Like, what were the things that actually got you out of there?
I will start with definitely with that I was alone. First time when I get a cancer, I was alone, and that was tough. That teach me a lot. First of all, about myself. First, about what is a friendship. And I think the biggest lesson was that if you are young, and I was young, I was 20 years old, you're so stupid. Because I will share this because right now, I think more and more often we hear that somebody from our friends group have a cancer, and most of the people what's never had a cancer, they don't know how to act actually to those kind of situations, because you want to help and you don't want to bother person, because you know that have good days and bad days and so on. So when people asked me how are you, and they was not close to me, I was very, you know, like good, bad. I'm not sharing actually how I felt, and it was stupid. You should say exactly how you feel. I feel like a shit today. Maybe tomorrow, no. But I was lacking that time because my best friend Katrin is from that time. I was in Evan to get to know her. She was awesome, and we spent a lot of time together. And there was another woman, so I find what is the real friendship. And that was amazing. And there is the moment when I start to start sharing with others, like simple things. I will maybe puke today, you know, like 3 hours. But if you can make some tea for me and come to sit down with me and watch some stupid TV show, it will be nice. Or ask, you know, sleepovers or whatever. With my child, that was different because I understand one thing. I was in a hospital, and to going through that and know the number, you can imagine in 2018, each 7 pregnant woman lost the child after when she is 7 months pregnant. So she basically gave a birth to the dead body. And I was shocked, and I will not call which hospital, but the personnel was cruel to me. And then I get my lesson first. If you get bad service, you need to say that, because they don't know what is empathy and what is something else. The second thing, this cruel thing that you're going to hospital. Thanks God that there is a one point in the hospital where you are together with a pregnant woman, and that's the worst. But after that, you learn some couple things. First, what kind of relationship you have and what you let people do to yourself. So, do you have a pride or not? You learn a lot of psychology, a lot. But for me, I was thinking, I will say to anyone on the streets, on podcasts and everywhere where people ask, I will share about this experience, because I saw that there's going, and we right now talking, and we are in the building where is offices. To be clear, right now it's each 4 women pregnant lost the child. Yeah, so it's getting worse, and it's in the same in Scandinavia and other countries. It's mental health, I think, more than the food, but it's just my opinion, and so on. It's experience, what can do. We need to prepare for that. Yeah, of course we can get deeper that, but we will not today. But I saw that there was a woman had this kind of experience. For me was the first time. For her it was the second time. She didn't cry. She just next day stand up and went to the office. And then I get now that the statistics say that most of the women after this kind of situation going immediately to the job to not get crazy. Not get crazy and they not proceed that emotions. So they stuck somewhere. Yeah. I figure out, no, I don't want that. I want to be able to talk about this, not crying. And how you see about the cancer, it's much painful to remember than this topic.
Sorry, guys, for the record, I'm looking at Marta right now, and for sure I can guarantee she's not crying. So, yeah.
But about child, I understand that you need to be aware and share about this experience. Share with the men and the women, with the men too, because those women had the boyfriends, had the fathers. And most, we don't talk about that men too, proceed that in different ways. And for women, we I saw that and I was thinking it's terrible. I don't want that. I get experience it amazing. You understand we are all losing, our kids. And there comes couple on and he talks, with each of the women but I was very happy. Next to me was a woman from Daugavpils. She speak only Russian, some couple words Latvian, but she sing for me all night.
Oh my God, that was so amazing.
Yeah.
That is like pure women serenity there.
Yeah.
Dear guys and ladies. So, yeah, I mean. But that's mindset right there. What is it that you do with a bad situation, Like, I mean, of course, cancer is really terrible. But I mean, if we are being pragmatic about this, we can apply this to basically anything, right? So, like, you have just received bad news, like, what is it that you do with it? Do you start self-pity? Do you, I don't know, smash something because you're angry and you feel it's unfair? Or, okay, you can smash and let your emotions out, and then you sit down and think, okay, what is the best that I can make out of this? So, okay, I can understand that it's a bit weird to say, like compare it to this, but yeah, I mean, that's basically what you're saying.
You said totally true. And the most important is educate yourself. Educate yourself. It doesn't mean you're sitting in a Google and just, Google what to do and just shared a couple of weeks ago with my friends in Facebook that 10 things what I will do differently or what I will wish to know the first time. Not only about mental health, but communication, but with the doctors too, where I will go now and stuff like that. And it was very helpful. I thought that it is because a lot of friends who have some family members get to me. And then I realized there is no like a call center where you can call. Like I just get, that I have a cancer. What expect? Because it's for each person differently. But the cold blood, just to sit down. Okay, we live right now in the world where from cancer not dying so much people percentage like it was before. Some of those cancers is 100% curable. Yes, it's not so easy way, but okay. For the girls, it's always important about the hair, like chill. Not all girls losing hair, in the process, there is some basics what you can do and so on. Yes, you will lost, the maybe a month of the structure, but after the COVID too, a lot of girls, lost the structure and so on. Okay, yeah, it's like oncological, it's illness sounds terrible and so on. But to sit down with like positive people who had or have cancer, it's actually really nice to talk. So I will say make a focus group. Make a focus group, and about any topic, it is the same. Yeah, like something you think that this is bad, but if to want to be clear, perspective, what is bad and good? It's just what we think it is.
Yeah, right, because we don't have more information on this. And once it's like going through first grade, you understand absolutely nothing, like you have this new schedule you have to get used to. And then you go to the second grade at school, and then you're like, okay, I know this already, like I expect this and this to happen, and I know what to do on lunch breaks and everything. So yeah, basically, again, I'm trivializing everything right now, but like just so that
but
we
the
can
first time founders, you get the same things. Exactly.
And now it's like I could do it with my eyes closed. Yeah, true. That's a different kind of understanding. Like, what would be the things that you have taken from your experiences and are implementing into your work now? Like the way you are a leader, the way you are, like, obviously inspirational woman. Like, honestly, I'm in awe right now. Uh, like, in mentoring, in like giving advice to startup founders and sharing your stories, like what are, like, let's say 3 major things that you are taking from these experiences that you can directly apply to the day that you are, living right now?
The first thing is be a leader. I tell that my experiences with almost okay last time in the cancer wasn't, but I was alone. I need to say this, but I was alone with when my child died too. I usually thought in my life that I am team player, and everyone needs to be his job, and then we will all with the happy chain, going to the goal. But no, if the life, and I told this actually for more women than men, but if the life gives you opportunity, be a leader, be that. Especially if you are very passionate about the thing what you're doing, the product or something. Not let others like put you in position where you think that you are not enough experienced and so on. Yes, sometimes it's maybe will be tough, but you will learn better how to be a leader and so on. So jump. Always jump to the situations with not afraid, because you will learn something. Maybe it will be lesson that I cannot do it if my mental health is not good or something. Yeah, the second thing definitely is take care of your mental health. And it's maybe will sound terrible, but brutally cut those people what's not appreciate you in them lives,
Absolutely.
what's are with narcissistic spectrum. And if it's very sad if it's your family. That's why I never judge people with saying that they don't talk with them parents or brothers or cousins and so on. Because usually people say, yeah, but it's your parents, it's your family and so on. Bullshit.
Yeah, they can be the most toxic thing in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
From experience, from my clients and from my life too, sometimes the snake of the Eden garden is sitting at your home. And it doesn't matter, it's your brother, again, family, or your like loved one, but it can be like that. So be brutal with those kind of people what you want surrounded you.
Yeah,
yourself.
I would say brave, right? Because it takes a certain amount of bravery to actually admit first to yourself and then to the other person, like, sorry, but you are making my life unreasonable and miserable, and I can't be with you right now. And it doesn't matter, like moving out of your parents' house, moving away from a sister that doesn't give you, like any peace of mind or anything. Like, yes, be brave enough to move away. Like, okay, the way you put it is like schnacked, cut with a knife and done, like, but we can be diligent about this, right?
Yes.
So, true.
I am like with a sword. I am really like I'm very direct, and sometimes I know how direct I am, and if I just walk away and not say nothing, it's just because I'm very know what's going to happen if I will say with this person. It's not that I'm a bigger person or something. It's just that I don't need this bullshit. I just go away. So yes, so jump, do, and take responsibility to your life. If you want to be a leader, do it. You will see that when you have maybe idea that you are alone and you walk alone, but through that dark wakes up a lot of awesome people what will surrounded you, what you will never met if you will be just a team player somewhere. Yeah, take care of your mental health and cut, those people what's not supporting you. Support means good communication. Ivan saying maybe it doesn't mean if your boyfriend say you're not spending time at home, and you say like you are cut off my life, but communicate what is, because it's maybe this retrospective you can think, yeah, oh, maybe I'm going overwhelm myself, and things like that. About mental health is mostly therapy, I suggest. I not suggest a coach or something like that. Yes, you can go for it if you feel like that, and it's very helpful. It's very helpful. But for the mental health, really go to therapy, to go to exact expert in that industry. That can help. I think like bigger for bigger picture, and not expect some that it will happen in one day. And the third thing is definitely when the people ask you why you're doing this, you need to be sure why you're doing this. And if you get lost, why I'm doing this, talk at least with the 3 people. Talk with specific. They cannot be from Baltic states. It should be from Nordic, from where I said that social stability is the cure thing why they are faster growing or happiest countries in the world. But they will look from the different perspective on that. Usually they will say, give a time to yourself and think wisely, just and we think that life is like, oh my god, we need to run, but 1 week, 2 weeks just for yourself, go, just take the time for yourself too. And discipline. Yeah, discipline is the most important. What I mean by that, motivation or inspiration, yes, that works short time. For the long time, especially if you want to go for the marathon and so on, discipline. It doesn't mean that you brutally somehow wakes up 5:30 in the morning, then you run, then you go
Does
to office.
200% every day, right? That's not working.
It's not working. Yeah. So find the best way how you take care first about your mental health and your human body. So sport is definitely one of those things. What you need to do. For me, it's my gym where I'm going, and then I have another gym where is like contact fight. For me, that is important. And yes, and then it's about good food. Good, take care of yourself. Because when you are not slept well and you are, you're walking around and nothing is good, those people are not guilty that you didn't sleep and you didn't take care of yourself. You can say that, but not put, all your emotions and so on. Then it's weakness. And to showing a weakness is good if you prepare others that you will share this, but to put your emotions and so on to the others, it's not good sign. That you're doing to therapy. That you're doing in therapy.
I think that regarding this, like I had a wonderful conversation some time ago with another guest of ours, and we kind of discussed this topic, and what she said is that you can, like, if there is some particular person that you want to like slap out of the room, you can do it, but only if you are the only two people in the room and there are no spectators, right? So that is the only time when you can actually express your emotion and do that. For the other times, like it's not fair to the other people to experience this breakdown of emotions, like live. That's not their, okay, maybe at some point it might be their fault, because, they have contributed to it, but it doesn't mean that that it's fair for this person who is in a bad mood or hasn't slept well or hit the thumb on the side of the bed or something, to scream the lungs out, to meet a room full of people. So go out in a forest. Like, we are not saying that you need to suppress your emotion. Don't get us wrong, right? You have to react on your emotion. Just go out in a forest, go to the sea, I don't know, dig a hole somewhere and scream into it, or go smash a pillow. Or we actually have a fabulous room in Riga where you can smash everything, like a smash room or something. I think it's called that way. You will find the link in the comments later. So you can go there, just act crazy for an hour, chill out, and then go do your work again and be fine with it, right? So
my godson is in that time when it's happened, he was 9, and we was building from Lego a big castle and so on, and his brother, what's in that time, was a baby, and he just start to walking. He just get down on the castle and it was destroyed, and he was crazy. And I said that if you feel right now really bad, and I believe there is a huge reason why we spend so much time to doing, go in the room and just screaming, hitting the pillows, do whatever you want, and then after 10 minutes I'll go to check you, and if everything is fine, then we will start building again, because the goal is to build the castle, if you wish. And she said, okay. And I didn't hear a lot of screaming. I hear a lot of hitting, to the pillows and so on. And after 10 minutes, I said, do everything fine? And he said, I need 5 more minutes. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, this guy will survive, And then he came out, and but we continued the play. This is the attitude, you need to put your emotions somewhere out, and it's exactly what you said. Smash something, scream, and it's normal. People do things. People should.
Yeah, and bottling emotions is actually the thing that gets you to serial killing. So please don't bottle up your emotions. Express them somewhere, just not at the office or not over somebody's head, right? So we don't need more serial killers, believe us.
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, you did mention, like the whole universe is around, like what you put in yourself is what you are, like we're talking foods, right? So, this is one of my favorite questions because I'm a foodie and I love food, like any kind almost. As long as it doesn't move, I'm fine with it. So yeah, what are your kind of comfort foods that you like, like you've had a hell of a week or hell of a day and you sit back and like, I would like something. Like, what is that something that you would like?
It's McDonald's. It's McDonald's, yes. But actually, one thing what helps for the bad or good days, it's a thing. It's a bed. But for any good, inspiring day or bad day, it's the safe space. Food, not so much, but I really love berries. Cherries, blueberries, fresh fruits and everything what you can make from them. But my comfort food is McDonald's. Yes, I don't know why it is so, but it is.
Okay, a lot of salty food there.
Salty, yeah. I don't eat sweets. Very few times.
And I was about to say, like, what do you do in winter where there are no fresh berries available? So I was like, what I imagine you just open up a jar of jams and something and just knock it away.
Once in the month it's happened, but usually it's something salty. Yeah.
Brilliant. I will buy, like
different kind of sausages.
Pretzels and everything, and we can do that, and I will just knock myself on candy and cakes. Perfect. So yeah, we just made a camping plan.
Yes.
With Marta here. Cool. So since we are slowly running out of time, and I mean it's been amazing talking to you. Like one last thing that I want to ask is like we covered all kinds of. Suggestions for young ladies and everything. If you didn't catch any of that, please rewind and write that down because there were some really great pearls coming out there. But the only thing is that has left to ask and we haven't really covered yet. Like we covered your comfort food and what is the thing that you do to calm yourself after the day? Like you mentioned you go to the gym and you don't do contact fighting sports. Like maybe there's something else, like some ladies open up a bottle of wine, read a book, I don't know, throw the legs on the ceiling or something. Like what is it that you do to rewind after a long day or stressful day or something?
Mm-hmm. If you check it out how I look in November or October, I was plus 35 kilograms.
No, she looks fabulous in a blue dress. I swear to you, I would never imagine. Okay.
Yeah, we will make a photo of this. So I was after my second time of oncology. I need to say that I was empty. I figured out that you cannot log out from this game, but I started to think we'll see, maybe something happens, And super awesome friend of mine, he said that, Marta, you need to start doing with yourself, you need to go to gym. And it's a different gym. It's not like usual, but there is interesting, it's in a basement and there is dark. There is, some red lights and so on. And the atmosphere is very, scary, but there is very good place where I think you will like it. I was like, sounds like that. Yeah, BDSM. And I went and he was right. He was right. I like there because it's not only about the sports; it's about the mental health. What is there? There is specific rules what you need to do there, and that's amazing. One of the rules is that your phone is off for 2 hours. Your phone is off, and that's amazing thing. You start to not feel guilty that you turn off your phone more and more often. Then I am like a Scarlet about this. I will think tomorrow. Usually my day is starting around, I'm not talking when I get up, but my day is starting around 9, sometimes 10. and it's finished the same, 9, 10, sometimes longer. It depends what's happening in that day. I love my job, and it's really, I don't have family. Yes, I have friends, and sometimes we visiting them too. But when I come home, I don't have a time. It's just meditation and sleep. Get up, meditation, and do everything what's need to be done. But at Sundays, I'm thinking about everything what's happened and how I felt about that, how I actually felt about this emotion and so on. I'm walking nearby sea, and it's 30 kilometers. It's from Vetsaati till Tsarnikava and back. It's almost 30 something kilometers. I need to say that if the week was very messy, emotionally messy, or you felt tired of everything, your brain shut up and start, just enjoying the moment where you are after 10, 15 kilometers. So a lot. The more often you're doing that, the more faster your brains understand, oh, we are in the safe space. Let's think about how we felt about, but let's be here. So plan the time to yourself only. Yeah, that helps me. If I plan time to myself, I never ever can do so, like running 3 projects in the same time, different roles in the projects, if I don't have this time to myself. And it's very, very meaningful. Why I stopped doing that? Because I realized then it is starting to be a habit. I think about others. I in January I cut the smoking too. Maybe in the year I smoke some couple cigarettes, but I think it's not for me good too. So what I mean by that, what's helping me, it's meditation, good sleep, if we can get this, and once in the week the day is for me, and I choose with what I want to spend it, and it is only, with some talking about mental health.
Yes. I mean, you can be completely selfish that one part of the week, right? So,
Yes.
exactly. And I think that the healthy thing for us is actually to be selfish at some point. I would even say a little bit more often. And ladies, we are the ones who are suffering most from it, because it's kind of wired in our genes to be selfless, because, we have to create children, we have to care for them, we have to care for the husband in the worst case scenario, right? Or boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, right? So it's actually kind of unnatural for us to be selfish, right? And actually, once you master this, that, okay, it doesn't have to be a whole day, like Marta is privileged here, right?
Yeah, I don't
In
have
that
kids and
sense.
family.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly,
that's
right?
my privilege.
Yeah. But I mean, even if you do have a full house of family, you are allowed to tell everybody, I love you guys, but please, this time, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours is for myself. And then you go and do whatever you want to do for yourself in order to actually recharge a little bit. That is vitally important to actually be able to perform well, right? So yeah, I mean, that is a great and fantastic advice. So yes. Absolutely. And I mean, I think the second halves usually start feeling the difference, like you have this cranky other half, like after the week, nothing is good, nothing works, the food sucks, you look awful. And again, you're saying the same thing again, and then when you take this selfish time, you come home and you're actually happy to see this person, right? So they will see the changes. Okay, it doesn't necessarily happen in one day, like let's be real for a little bit, but after 2-3 times, then it's gonna change and they will appreciate. And after a while, if it's healthy relationship, they will make you go and, take your time off because, like, I know that you're cranky now, please take your Snickers bar and just go and do something, whatever. And then you come back and you're like, thanks, honey, it's so cool, right? So,
Definitely. I will small add that one of my good friends from Finland, we were, it doesn't matter, the country, we have the same mindset. That's why we have the same to, let's say things where we put ourselves in the roles where we put ourselves, that we are sometimes very scared to share with a man. One of that things is that you are a bad mom, and my friend, she was afraid of that because her daughter had mental health. Teenager wants to show character and she will use the drugs and so on. Start showing to the mother because of divorce what she can do. Actually, it started in marriage, but she came to the work. She works in a venture capital. She go to her partners and she said, like, I don't know what to do. I need to right now find where is my daughter because I don't know. She wasn't at home. I mentally feel very bad and what to do. And all the guys said, like, chill. We all understand, we have no clue how you feel, but we understand that it's overwhelming situation. We need you happy and productive.
Yes.
So whatever time you need, you just call, and if you need something, we will support you. But right now, yes, your family is first. Try find your daughter if you need some help. And she said it was like, wow, I can just say and things happens, It usually happens if we communicate right.
Yes, I mean, genuinely concerned, right?
Yeah, people don't know. It's not writing on face something. So that's not only with your family and so on, but sometimes you're going to your job and say, I think shit can happen, like let's maybe 3 days I will not be. A normal boss or your team will say, okay, do that.
Right, of course, they will understand. So, I mean, it's been an amazing journey here. We have experienced the whole spectrum of emotion here. So thank you so much for sharing everything. I can imagine it hasn't been easy. I appreciate so much everything that you have put in this podcast here today. Guys and ladies, if you're listening, just take a moment to appreciate Marta here, an amazing, stunning human being and a leader. So thank you so much for being a guest today, and thank you everybody for listening.
Thank you, Aya.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and we want to express a major thank you to Workland offices all around Baltics and already Scandinavia for hosting us and being our first sponsor. So we are really proud of that. And don't forget to subscribe to our social media channels on Instagram and LinkedIn. I will see you guys in a little bit in the next week or two for another amazing episode of Baltic Boss Babes. Thank you and bye.
That's a wrap for episode 4 of Baltic Boss Babes, Unfiltered Edition. A huge thank you to Marta for sharing her remarkable journey of resilience and leadership with us. If Marta's story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn. And stay tuned for more episodes where we explore the unfiltered journeys of incredible women making waves in the business world. Until next time, Boss Babes, keep embracing your challenges, growing from them, and leading with courage.